Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings, everybody. Welcome, friends. We are still in the introduction to the language basics of CSharp, and today we are going to talk in the fifth tutorial about type conversion. So, let's start. In the previous two tutorials, we talked about data types. And we saw that also on Visual Studio. We saw that we have int, we have short, we have byte, we have float, we have strings, characters, booleans, and we saw also the reference and non-reference data types. But in some cases, when you are writing your program, you need to convert from one type to another in order to make your program function correctly. So for that reason, you need to have some mechanism to make this work. To work successfully with you and give you no errors in your program. As we said before in the first tutorial, we said that CSharp is strongly typed language. So if there is error, it will not accept. The compiler will throw error and the program might stop. So in CSharp, there is two types of conversion. There is implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. So if the data types are compatible, then CSharp does automatic type conversion, which is known as implicit type conversion. But when they need to be converted explicitly, which is known as explicit type conversion, or not an automatic, we need to have an operator to do this type of casting, changing from this type to the other one. So I can't just simplify this for you by saying that for automatic type conversion, which is the implicit type conversion, you will be converting from smaller to larger. And for the explicit type conversion, you are doing the opposite. You are changing from higher to lower. Higher memory size to lower memory size. For the implicit type conversion, in order to make it working, we need to have two conditions. First condition, the two data types, they should be compatible. For example, in CSharp, the numeric data types are compatible with each other and they are supported. But there will be no automatic conversion from numeric data types to another type, like from integers to characters, or from double to characters, or boolean. The other condition, when we assign value of smaller data type to a bigger data type like int to long, it should be this way, from smaller to higher. So we can see like this way: byte, short, int, long, float, double. Then if you want to convert from short, you should go from the next one will be short, int, long, float, double. Then the next one will be integer, long, float, double. Then long, float, double. Then float, double. So the conversion will be from smaller to higher, this way, as we can see in the next table. We can see in this table how the conversion can occur. If we use the conversion from byte to, we can convert to every type, like short, integer, long, float, double, implicitly. This will happen automatically. And if we convert then from short, we can have integer, long, float, double. And again also, every time the list will be reduced. So every time we say, like now we say int, then we can use long, float, double. But if we decided to convert from the opposite one, like if we said that we want to convert from int to byte, then this can cause this cannot be happened as an automatic, and this needs an explicit conversion, and the program will throw an error that type conversion cannot be implicitly, so you need explicit type conversion. So talking about the explicit type casting or type conversion, we need to, as we described before, we need to convert from bigger to smaller, like from double to integer. But this can cause us some data losage. We can lose some data, and this can be called a lossy conversion. So what is a lossy conversion? Lossy conversion is simply the loss of information while handling the data. This corresponds to the possibility of losing the value of precision of a variable while converting one type to another, such as losing the decimal point if we cast double to int. Suppose we have a number like 1.25, then when you convert this number, which is double, you convert it to integer, then you are going to lose the fraction. You will not get the 0.25. So we have to be careful when we decide that we want to have the conversion. Let's go to Visual Studio and practice the type conversion, the implicit and the explicit type. So here we are in the Visual Studio now, and we can see, inshallah, the two type of conversions, the implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. I also included here for you the two variables I have, x and y. X is integer type and y is the long type. And I include for you here the maximum value of int and maximum value of integer, just to illustrate for you, just to show you that integer is really smaller than the long type. So when we do the implicit type conversion, or when we change from int to long, or from long to double or float, we'll have no issue. The system will do that automatically for us, and this is what is called the implicit type conversion. Here the integer type we declared variable with type int, and we assigned the value 75. And again we declared a value L with type long, and we assigned the I, which is integer, to it. So now I equals long, and long equals to I, which is 75. Then again we assign the variable f with type float to our previous variable, which is L. So now the float f equals to the variable L. So you can see now that I equals to L, L equals to f. The result will be the final result should be 75. Why? Because we are converting from smaller to larger and from the same type. So the two conditions are existing, so the conversion has no issue there. If we run this code here, you can see that integer value 75, long value 75, and float value is 75, and all this version runs smoothly and we got no issue with that. Now suppose we want to do the other way, like from long to integer, or from double to integer, or from float to integer. In this case we might get an error if we did not do the if we did not put the operator, where we have to tell the C sharp to do this explicitly. So for example, here our variable is double and it is 765.12. If we assign another variable with type int and we assign the variable and we make it equal with the variable d, like we want to put equality between them, we cannot convert from bigger to smaller without explicit type conversion. And as you see here, the error message says that cannot implicitly convert type double to int, and explicit conversion exists. Are you missing a cast? So the same thing we explained in our presentation. For this one we need to have some sort of casting. So we have to open two parentheses like this and write int, and then things should run fine with us. So that's the idea of implicit and explicit type conversion. So the explicit type conversion now, as you see in this case, as we explained here, if we ask C# to print for us this one, the result, if we run our code, you can see value of I, which is I2, sorry, let me adjust the code, so it will be value of I2 value of I2 is 765. Why it accepted that? Because we did the casting. We missed other part or other type of data type conversion, which is the built-in data type conversion, and this is by using the convert class. So if we say, for example, console.write converting from int to string, and we write here convert class convert dot, sorry, it has to be to string. Can just put our value here, which is, for example, the A. Convert. Oh, I'm sorry. I just forget to put the comma and make it capitalized because it's a class. So again, we can also convert from, let's copy the same line. Let's convert from integer to double. So you can say here the same thing, converting from integer to double. And we'll write here to double. And we are going to convert this A, which is integer, to double. And again we'll convert from converting from integer to double, converting from integer to long. So So let's convert to, let's print out our result. So you can see now we converted the number 10 to string, then we converted to double, then we convert to the same to long.